Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program. Have you ever wondered what the margin on luxury watches is? Have you ever wondered what sort of margin the retailer puts on a Patek Philippe or a Rolex wristwatch? What is the margin like? Well, I can tell you this. The margin is quite big. However, the retail store who sells Rolex or Patek Philippe, they need to be in a first-rate shopping centre. They need a high-class store fit-out, and they need exceptional staff, training, and appearance. They also need a lot of very expensive full-page ads in prestigious magazines. No, Model Train Trader won't do. These are world-class type magazines, like the Financial Times, Financial Review, upmarket luxury section. Very expensive advertising in things like the Weekend Australia magazine. These all cost a lot of money. So there is a big investment in wanting to be a Rolex or a Patek Philippe dealer. I do have the margins that these retailers make on the piece. I can tell you the percentage. This has come to me secretly from a dealer in America and also a dealer in Europe. And I believe these margins are the same throughout the world. Rolex has recently been on a campaign of getting rid of dealers who discount heavily and who don't fit in with the essentials of the brand. Patek Philippe has often taken a dealership away from a retailer who discounts too much. Now, let's discuss what those margins are. This is very confidential, it's very secretive, but I will tell you. The margin on Rolex wristwatches is 37.5%. That's right. That's the store cost price from Rolex. The invoice total is 37.5%. So that's the margin that is on Rolex. The stores themselves are allowed to discount to a small degree. Generally speaking, on steel watches, the discount would be 10%. On two-tone, they're allowed to discount 15%, and on gold, up to 20%. The key thing here is how long that piece has been in stock for. If the store has a solid gold Rolex day date, or any solid gold piece, or a platinum piece, they may be under pressure to turn that stock piece over, get a stock turn, and replace it with another piece. The store would then be keen to discount further. But Rolex does not encourage discounting. Rolex has often taken away the distributorship from stores who frequently discount pieces. 37.5% is the margin. On sports watches, they try to discount nothing, but will discount up to 10. That's for steel sports watches. For steel watches in general, they'll discount about 10%. If you're a good negotiator, you may get up to 15%. On two-tone, you should get 10 to 15%. And on solid gold, the answer is they'll try and give you a 10 to 15% discount, but you've got to haggle hard. The margin's 37.25%, 37.5%. You need to go in there for the kill. You need to be tough. You need to be firm. You need to have cash in your pocket. You need to be prepared to do the deal on the day. Then you merely say, I'm a cash serious buyer. Here is my cash. Big wad of cash. I want to buy this watch. I don't want to pay retail. I know your margin's 37.5%. Let's make a fair deal for you and a fair deal for me. they possibly will invoice the watch for a higher amount and give you cash back to hide the fact from their agency bosses. What is the margin on Patek? Now, I have secretly received this information. What is the margin on Patek? I told you, on Rolex it was 37.5%. What is the margin on Patek? Okay, I will tell you, but you must keep this confidential to yourself and not tell anyone. This is secret. The margin on Patek is 50%. Okay? That's correct, 50%. That is what the store pays for the watch from the factory, and they add 50%. They essentially double the price. Now, let's just clarify this margin here, because to have a Rolex agency costs a lot of money. They need an expensive store fit out. They need expensive real estate. They need to have a shop in a prestigious upmarket part of the city. They need trained staff. They need an excellent point of sale display. The margin is 50%. Patek, only ever, all Patek dealers around the world are being squeezed and being told if they discount more than 10%, they will lose their agency. The margin is 50%. They will give 10%, but you need to be tough and tough. I know of a Patek Philippe dealer in Bangkok, an official dealer who will give 35% off for cash. This is a given, okay? He would lose his agency if that was discovered, but the Thais are sneaky fuckers, and cash is king, and that is the reality, that is life. Please, keep these two margins. The Rolex margin is 37.5%. The Patek margin is 50%. Please keep that confidential amongst Archie Luxury viewers only. I'm Archie Luxury, bringing the truth to my retail friends. And let's just before we conclude the program, let me just say this. It costs a lot of money to have a Patek or Rolex agency. The store fit out, a shop fit out can be $1 million easily. And the rents in these prestigious parts of town are not cheap. Would you expect the margin to be lower than that? The margin on Rolex isn't terribly fantastic. You need to respect this, but haggle hard, haggle tough, and be mean. I'm Archie Luxury. Please keep this confidential.